and raining in cats and dogs. It is like the waking experience. Then the sky with lots of white and bright clouds, only making noise, no rains. That is like a dream experience. And there is no light, absolute darkness at all. It is like the deep sleep. And then there is a nirabra space, cloudless blue sky. It is like the meditation, samadhi. All of them come, stay, go. Nothing happens to the conscious space. Vidita viditabhyam. Waking and dream fall in the purview of known. Avidita, unknown, fall in the purview of the deep sleep, falls in the purview of the unknown. That which is beyond the Jagra Sapna Sushupti is our essential nature. What it is never told. Please remember this. Otherwise you take a tabla peti and mera satta chitta ananda roop. Kuch nahi hoga. The tabla peti brand is only good for entertainment. Bhagwan Shankaracharya says, Veena vadana saundaryam bhuktaye natu muktaye. It is okay for entertainment. See, that harmonium fellows, Meri Chunari, and people get fed up. Finally they clap to stop it. And he thinks it is appreciation. This has nothing to do with the truth. Vidita viditabhyam tad pruthak bodha swarupakam. It is of the nature of experience which does not have any qualified experience. Bodhepyanubhavo yasya na kathaschana jayate tam katham bodhet shastram loshtam narasamakritim. In Panchadasi, this is one very special thing about Panchadasi. Panchadasi does not talk a language of goody-goody. See, Bhagavan Krishna has to coax Arjuna. Hey Parantapa, hey Gudakesha. And Arjuna has to say, hey Arisudana, hey Madhusudana, hey Janardana. It's called as, like you go to the Rotary Club meetings. There is no human being. He is the president, he is past president, he is future president, he is a dead president, he is still a president. And then he praises him, and then parasparam bhavayanta. Here, there also in Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan Krishna is praising Arjuna. You are such a great master. How come you are confused? And Arjuna says, hey Bhagavan Janardana, you are the one, the creator of this world and all that. Here, see, Nayamatma balahine labhyaha. The truth is not for those who are dropouts and cowards and weaklings. See, what is the weakling? I have been, doing puja of Bhagavan Krishna for so many years. Now you say, no. I came across one Swami who came to study, and when he was listening to this Kenopanishad, after the lecture was over, he came to my room. Swami, today I am extremely hurt. I said, I told you, don't lift anything. No, not that, because of your lecture. I said, you hear also? You told, Nedam yadidam upasate, upasana that you are doing is useless, throw it away. All life I have been doing Krishna, 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 Krishna. What will happen to Krishna? I said, he will get another fool, don't worry. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnaat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Krishna, Sri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gururdevo Maheshwaraha Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. When we are constantly exposed in objectifying everything in this world, we are unable to give up that habit of objectification. And as a result, we say, have you seen God? Can I see God? Means we know only one type of experience, and that is the experience which is gathered through the sense organs and the mind and the intellect. Can there be any other type of experience also or not? See. But instead of recognizing that, we are only objectifying to such an extent that when the five koshas, Annamaya, Pranamaya, Manomaya, Vijnanamaya, Anandamaya, when they are negated by proper understanding, then the question comes, when all of them are negated, then nothing remains. See, the process of negation is carried out by someone who cannot be negated. And this recognition of oneself without the involvement of sense organs, mind and intellect is called as God realization. But we are so much preoccupied that whatever is known by us only through the senses, etc., that alone is true. And therefore, I want to see God, because the God has to become an object of knowledge. Okay, then the scriptures tell, okay, you want to see God, we can show you. So, what is this world? World is Asti Bhati Priya Nama Rupa Iti Pancha Amshakam. Any object in this world has got these five aspects. First is Asti Bhati Priya, exist and known and useful. We love something. These three. These three aspects are Paramatma, and Nama Rupa. These two aspects are world. So if you want to see God, go beyond the names and forms. See? So when we go beyond names and forms, what happens is, we transcend space. Space alone supports the names. Space alone supports the forms. Sound is the tanmatra of space, and the shape or the form, that is also supported by the same space. And when we transcend names and forms, we come to the position of being space. And when we come to this position of being space, then what happens? The gross world will have no consequence for us. And when the gross world will have no consequence for us, then we go beyond sense organs, mind and intellect. See? But we are caught up only in the name and the form, name and the form. And therefore, when Panchakoshas are rejected, it is not nothing remains. That which can never be negated or rejected is our essential nature. And therefore, the teacher, he now starts banging The student. Bodhepyanubhavo yasya na kataschana jayate tam katham bodhayet shastram doshtam narasamakritim. Bodhe api yasya anubhavaha na kataschan jayate. He who is directly, clearly, distinctly experiencing his own presence, independent of all the faculties, and yet he says that I don't have the experience of God. Bodhe api anubhava yasya na kataschana jayate tam katham bodhe shastram tam loshtam narasamakritim. Loshta and narasamakritim. To that muddy-headed fool, how can the scriptures instruct? See, friends, the only reason we are unable to cognize our own presence is we are preoccupied with the objectivity in knowledge. If objectivity from the knowledge is deleted, the non-objective and therefore non-subjective experience is called as God. See? Get this point. It's not difficult. Therefore, tam katham bodhayet shastram. To that dull-witted fool who is all the time only preoccupied with the world. Why there is so much corruption, why the parliament is doing like this thing, and why the people are like that, why there is so much bad things happening in this world. Such a person is not qualified for study of Vedanta. Those who are preoccupied with the children, the wife and the husband and the in-laws and outlaws, see, they should go somewhere and start doing, improving the society. There used to be one great Mahatma in Bombay. His name was Nisargadatta Maharaj. And when people used to go to him and ask, Sir, these days the values have fallen, the quality of life has gone, our culture is being rejected by the new generation. When some used to go to him, he used to say, because he was a bidi shop owner, he used to say, ये माल इस दुकान में नहीं मिलता, दूसरे दुकान में जाओ. See, enough of this world, enough. That doesn't mean we are depressed and dejected. Therefore, anybody who will threaten you, frighten you, that because of the last life's prarabdha, in this life you are suffering, he is not your well-wisher. He is catching you with a lead and make you a slave for the whole day, whole life. See? The biggest obstacle is this. When we are told we are no more the Panchakoshas, then who we are, if we are not the body, then we are told we are embodied. What is the meaning of embodied? Embodied means the one who is called a jiva. And we hold on to that dumb thing called a jiva. Jiva is not an individuality. See, jiva is a manifestation. It is not individuality. It is not vyakti. It is abhivyakti. See, bulbs are vyakti. There are a dozen bulbs here. Will we say that there are dozen lights here? Light is one. In the same manner, we are many as bodies, but as life we are one. Therefore, it is not the jiva, it is the jivana. Na means not. There is nothing like jiva, there is only jivana. And once you take this stand, where is the question of last life, this life, next life, going to hell and heaven? Everything is rejected. Therefore, when we are told that the embodied is jiva, don't accept it just like that. Find out what is the value of jiva. See, like in our mathematics, etc., we are told the unknown has to be established. Some data is given, and then we have to establish the unknown. So how do we establish the unknown? We say, suppose the unknown is x. And then we write that answer. So, answer to this particular question, unknown is x. Will we get marks? We have to establish the value of, what is the value of x? In the same manner, when we are talking that the jiva or the soul, what is the value of this jiva? What do we mean by jiva? See, then we will come to know, like for light in the bulb, three things are required. One is the electricity. Second is the bulb with a capacity to allow the electrical energy to express as light. And the third, the light. These three things together make the bulb alive. But if we focus only on the light or only on the bulb, and we think that this is the giver of light, there cannot be a better fool than us. See, friends, as the bulb has no existence without reference to the electricity, in the same manner, the body and the jiva, the soul, has no meaning without reference to the absolute reality. And that is our essential nature. But we get carried away by this sin, merit, last life, this life, and fulfilling the desires. You will see this thing, For us, spiritual life means fulfillment of desires. If we really mean business on the spiritual path, it means rising above and going beyond, transcending all the desires. Then we really mean spiritual practice. For us, spirituality is nothing but getting our desires fulfilled. And therefore, you will see, wherever there is a desire fulfillment program, you will see huge crowds. See? It is something like, can you see healthy people visiting hospitals except the doctors? See? So, among the healthy people alone, the doctors are happy. Or among the unhealthy people, the doctors are happy. The doctors want only unhealthy people around. In the same manner, Babajis who are approached by these desire-fulfilling mongers, they are happy. इतने सारे हमारे शिष्य हैं. कोई बात नहीं, तुम्हारा काम हो जाएगा. हाँ, दक्षिणा रखो. Narayan. Therefore, friends, tam katham bodhayet shastram loshtam narasamakritim. To deny one's own presence is the height of foolishness. Example is given. Jivha mesti nava iti ukti lajjayai kevalam yatha na buddhyate maya bodho bodhavya iti tadrishi. Lajjayai, badi sharam ki baat hai. See the words used. It is a matter of disgusting shame. What is that? Jivha me asti nava. Do I have a tongue or not? Can somebody say this statement? The one who says this statement, he has a long tongue. And the one who doesn't have a tongue, he will never say this statement. See, friends. So when such a statement is made, it is a matter of disgusting shame. Similarly, na buddhyate maya bodhaha. I have never experienced reality. Lajjayai is the shame. Can anybody experience one's birth? No. Can anybody experience one's growth? No. Can anybody experience one's death? No. Can anybody experience one's absence? No. And yet we say that I am born, I am growing, and I die, and I am not there. It is impossible. You know, the biggest problem we all have, we have the addiction to workaholism. Like, alcoholism, workaholism. And therefore, everything we want to do. And the height of doingness is, I want to do meditation. And then people ask, Swamiji, can you tell me how to do meditation? Yes. First of all, cut onions. See? And cut tomato. Keep everything ready. And when the water is boiling, jump into it. See, friends, why this is? Because doing. This is what we have understood in spirituality. Spirituality is not doing, it is undoing all what we have been doing in the past. Therefore, here, na buddhyate maya bodhaha. I am not realized, therefore I have to realize. Please don't disturb, okay? Meditation in progress, take a detour. Board outside. And then sitting inside the hall for meditation, a huge group of thousands and thousands of people sitting for meditation. Close eyes, switch off everything, darkness. And after some time, the Guru rings the bell. Dun, 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 dun. Utho. How it was? Freshening. Naturally, after sleep, you feel fresh. This thing I am not imagining and telling you. I have gone through this many places. I won't tell you the name and place where we went for some international yoga conference. And there, that person, so many people, and he will say, okay, this is yama, this is niyama, this is asana, pranayam, he will name them. Now, according to your position, do meditation. Okay, close your eyes, I'll ring the bell, start. When again I ring the bell, stop meditation. So, 1, 2, go. Dun, 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 dun. And everybody is waiting. Kab bajata hai ghanti? It is something, you are standing there for a running and you have taken a pose and then you are waiting when the bell goes. Is that spirituality or meditation? And because there are crowds, that does not mean it is truth. On the path of truth or the spirituality, majority is not the law. See? If all of us say that there is a sunrise and sunset, and if a wise man says no, there is no sunrise and sunset, it is the movement of the earth which is superimposed on the sun, then that one man's reading is valuable than the reading of the millions of fools which are valid only in democracy. See? The power of evaluation. Can the power of evaluation be same for everybody? See? One is a rickshaw puller, third is a drug addict, second is a drug addict, third is a depressed person, fourth is a cheat, fifth is a minister, sixth is a householder, seventh is a college professor, eighth is a judge, ninth is a Babaji, and all of them are asked to evaluate one person. Can we give equal weightage to their evaluation? But this is what our democracy is. See, friends, therefore on the path of truth, don't go by the crowds. It has nothing to do with the reality. So, na buddhate maya bodho bodhavya iti tadrishi. So, it is the same thing like when somebody says, do I have a tongue or not? In the same manner. Hey, I am not realized, yaar, tumhara to acha ho gaya. You are realized, I am yet to. It is the same disgusting thing. Yasmin yasmin asti loke bodhastad upekshane yad bodhamatra tad brahmeti evam dhir brahmanishchayaha. Now here the truth is revealed. Be very attentive. Yasmin yastim asti loke bodhaha tat upekshane. Whatever you are experiencing in this world, be indifferent to that. Upeksha means be indifferent. Like, I am chanting and you do not listen to what I am chanting. Sri Ram, Sri Ram, Sri Ram. Now, if you have heard Sri Ram, there will be some kind of reaction in your mind. How come if Swami says he is a devotee of Krishna, then why chanting Rama, why not JSK, JSK, JSK? You know JSK? Jai Shri Krishna. It is a SMS sent to Dwarka. See, friends. So the mind will start immediately interacting. And therefore, this is one habit which we have to consciously curtail. Experience, but do not react. What will be that kind of mind? That kind of mind will be like a mirror. When one Vishwasundari goes and stands before the mirror, and after that when she is going, will the mirror say, honey, wait for some more time? It is so nice. And if a khusat like me goes in front of mirror, are yaar hat, dusre ko aane de. No. Because the mirror does not react. That doesn't mean it refuses. It reflects everything in the same manner. We are very much in this world, not dead, but alive. And yet, we have no reactions to whatever it is. Yasmin, yasmin, in whichever experience, asti loke bodhaha. In every experience, experience has got three components. One is the object of experience. Second is the experience of the object. And third is the experiencer of the object. Now from these three, the object of experience is remaining zero value in our mind. Whatever is there, we give zero value. When we give zero value, what happens? We have seen that object, experienced that object, but because there is no reaction, there is no experiencer born. So what it will be? It will be experience without experiencer. It is something like this. When we see any object, That is done by the mind. The mind is peeping out of the eyes, an object is seen. That is called as perception. If we stop there, samsara doesn't begin. Samsara begins when? When perception is followed by projection. See, a story comes in Bhagavan Shankara's commentary somewhere, wherein he says there was a young brahmachari, summer days, it was so hot. So after the lunch, he thought, instead of sitting in the ashram in the heat, he went to the Ganges, and there was his pet tree. He will go and climb on that tree, and sitting nicely, comfortably, stretching himself. The branch was like a Hindi cinema movie, And he was sitting there. Food is already in the stomach, and book is there. Sleep is also there, but I don't want to sleep. All that funny kind of thing. And then he sees two ladies, one young and one old. They have come to the Ganges for washing clothes and all that. So he starts looking at them. I think that younger one is okay for me. The elder one is too old. I think I can get married to her after my studies. But why wait for the studies, Marriage is the right thing to be done. And slowly, slowly the sleep gets into it. And then after that, I will have the child. In 2 seconds, child is produced. And then me and my wife will be sleeping together, but in between now the child will be there. And when the child is crushed because of me, the wife will scold me, "You get away, don't crush the child." And she will push me, and he falls in the river. Had he simply seen that and stopped there, the samsara doesn't begin. This is how people fall in love. See? One useless person, boy, goes to a garden. Now those who are good for nothing, they only goes to garden. Next time you observe. They are nothing, chalo garden jalti. No. It's not that only boys are useless. Girls are never, lagging behind. The girls are equally useless. And when two useless people come together, they start looking at each other and find usefulness. And then, slowly, slowly, why we two have come together now? It must be the providence of the divine will. So, these people must have come from the satsang, and therefore, in the love affair, they bring the divine will. And slowly, slowly, it starts growing. And one day, pe, 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 and the other day, ka, 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 ka. Samsara begins, see friends. On the contrary, you be in this world, but stop reacting to the world. See? This is what the teacher says here. Yasmin asti loke bodha tad upekshane. So be attentive. We have experience of a place. We have experience of food. We have experience of love. We have experience of hatred. That off, you delete. Only the experience, not experience of. Tad upekshane. See? Then what remains? Then yad bodhamatram tad brahmeti. So only the bodha, only the experience without an object of experience. And objective experiences are possible only when we are functioning and gaining the experiences through the mind. Mind vomits thoughts under two conditions. One is the objective source. I look at a person, I look at an object, from there the thought is born. The second way is the thoughts come from the stored memory impressions in the form of likes and dislikes. These are the two sources because of which the thoughts are born. So when, with reference to the outer world, we close our eyes and keep ourselves in a closed room, okay, you have kept the world outside. What about the impressions on your mind? See? Then the mind will start bringing out all that is stored, and then the thought process begins, non-stop. And there, what we do, we react again to the disturbed mind. Because reaction has become our standard lifestyle. So let there be thoughts. Why you react? See, friend.